How's it? Today's Wednesday, February 10th. It's another clean and jerk day. Started exactly like last week. I mean, it is last week with just heavier weights. But today's weights felt heavier than heavy, you know? Everything was hard, everything was slow. I just was not in it today. I think towards the end of it, I found enjoyment again just being around the people that were there today. So I'm very thankful for that. As far as the lifting goes, last week I went to 105 for my power jerk for three singles, and today I went to 110 for three singles. And similar thing for that complex that I'm doing was the power clean, hang clean, and then jerk. That one I went to 105 last week, and this week I went to 110. The individual lifts are just easy, but when I string them together, into a complex, it gets unbelievably hard. And I, like I know I can power clean 110, I know I can hang clean 110, I know I can jerk 110, but when I just put them like back to back to back, it's a whole nother animal. I don't think I'm super out of shape, but just the amount of conditioning that it feels like I need is more than I have. Here's my second set of jerk that I actually hit the blocks on. I was worried about this when I was warming up, but it didn't result in me missing or it didn't result in me getting hurt. So that's a positive. Um, yeah. So I mean, I think I felt pretty good about not the gym stuff, just like the community today. Um, and it was fun. It was fun being around the people that was there today. So, um, you know, I keep saying it. The only way out is through. So, just gotta keep moving on, moving forward, move forward with my whole life, do everything. That there, I actually forgot that I was doing a complex because I got so distracted that I ended up dropping the bar and before the hang. Everyone was like shitting on me because I didn't know exactly where I lived in relation to other landmarks in the city, or at least in the area. So I was like, dude, like I don't know. They're like, what exit do you take? I'm like, I have no idea. What highway do you take? I have no idea. Like, I really don't know. It's terrible that I don't know, but I don't know. I remember where I am, and that's how I get around. But here is my first set. I was being a diva, and everyone basically was watching me because I was complaining like a little weenie. But I wasn't happy with the that my hip at the bottom of the clean there, the hang clean. It's better than the next two, but the next two power cleans are not as great. Um, yeah, so this my hip kind of traveled back and then under me as I did a hang clean on that first set, and let's see if it looks different on the second and third sets. Yeah, so that one went more or less straight down. What I mean is like it kind of tucked under, kind of like a butt wink, but not losing tension. And then here's my final set. I feel like I'm getting this weird amount of separation through my power cleans. It felt like the bar went forward, but I watched the video like individually, and it didn't look like the bar went forward at all. That was probably the best hang clean, and this is definitely the worst jerk of the three that I did. But yeah, everyone was like, "Oh God!" They were like, "Oh yeah, dude, you're so close to going off the platform," and I was like, "Yeah, I know. Like, I'm having a hard time." After that, I did clean straight leg deadlifts. I was actually planning on doing sets of five, but when I got to weight at 125, I couldn't do five. I like straight up could not do five. I attempted the fifth rep on the first set, and I felt it best if I just gave up. So I decided to cut it to four sets, or sorry, four reps. And I think that that's still plenty amount of work, at least relative to what I was doing few weeks ago, not last week, because I think last week 120 for 3 sets of 5 is arguable on like the overall like perceived exertion, right? So here's that first set that I was talking about. I am honestly doing my best just to keep my lower back straight, but it feels like if I do that, then I can't keep my knees straight. So if one of them has to cave, right, I'm gonna let my knees go first, and that in any case that doesn't look very good. It doesn't look like I'm executing properly. Yeah, that's the fifth one. Um, so yeah, after that I kind of just cut my losses and was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do four. There's no need for me to really hurt myself. I think I am kind of following the philosophy that Steve laid out on Monday for the RDLs, where the reps and sets don't really matter, as long as the quality of rep is still there. So I do believe that I'm able to execute better on these. That's Will right there. He wanted to make a cameo, so you know, we in there, we in there, we take those. And then here's me trying to tutor them on some pigeon. So I told him what a hammer is. Um, Basically, it's like like that phrase, like nailed it. You can think about a hammer as somebody who nailed it. So someone who's doing well, right? Like someone who's badass. But yeah, that was a fun time for me. That was a fun experience. I also explained what a fucka is, but I don't know if they're gonna adopt that one as much. That's one of my favorite words. It sounds so provocative, but also very funny. So after that, I moved into my seal rows. Just 4 sets of 12. This is the heaviest I've done for sure, like ever. I'm just struggling like the whole time. It's just, it looks like I'm trying to swing. Obviously, I'm trying to swing, but when you do this, you can't swing. Um, I didn't actually know that Chad was watching me there, but he actually wanted to try it out later. But yeah, after that, I did my dumbbell overhead walks. I got the fancy Ilico collars on there, and I'm using the yellows today. That was funny. I think that this just looks even more comical than just the 45s on either end. There's Adi. This is all made possible by Adi. This is his dumbbell handle. So my gains are directly due to Adi. Yeah. To finish off, I did my back extensions here. Overall, I think my workout was just not the best, but the only way out is through, and just keeping that growth mindset on. It's like my whole perspective about everything now, and I think I'll be okay. I know I'll be okay. Thank you for watching. Shoots.